Hello, good morning. Have you gotten to your vendor this morning? Okay, this is Media Client Front Pages Review for Saturday. I'm just about to take you through the front pages. Let's start off with Nigerian Saturday Tribune newspaper. And right on top of the paper, very interesting, ACF CNG cry out. North security situation very bad. Federal government should help. And now let's look at the rider. Boko Haram attacks police college. Wait a minute. Another attack on the police college? Now, what is happening to the fabrics of our security architecture in the country? We have seen far too much in this country when it comes to security breakdown. We have seen the meltdown that has bedeviled this very critical sector of the economy. Without security, you begin to wonder how can investment come into any reasonable nation. And now that this pressure group are crying out, I hope that the government will get us on the path of glory when it comes to addressing aspect of insecurity that has so much bedeviled this nation. Okay, moving on very quickly, let's look at the big caption here. It says, abducted students were paid 250 million naira ransom to bandits. Wow. And the writer says, Nigerian Baptist Convention. You can imagine, now 250 million naira are given to people for not just doing anything. And this is still the part of insecurity that is tearing the country apart. I can imagine an odd-end money, being squandered in a way of paying ransom. This is so unbecoming of us as a country. I hope that, as soon as possible, there will be this kind of strategies and synergy among all operations of government, especially security operatives. There must be synergy. Obviously, from what you're seeing, it is not encouraging. All right, 6 months to Osun governor election. That's governorship election. Aregbe Shola admits belonging to anti-Oyetola group. Okay, the coast is clear. All right, that's the much we can take with the Nigerian Tribune. Now to the Nation newspaper. Let's take our time here. Saturday Nation newspaper. APC governors set for showdown talks over convention primaries. Gang, 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 gang. That is what we're about to see. Okay, let's look at the rider. National Convention may hold on February 25. All right, we hope that all these parallel world congresses that we have seen so far, will be addressed as quickly as possible so that this convention will become a reality. Actually, the political parties will have to tell us as Nigerians, or speaking the mind of Nigerians, that they are serious and within their political structure, they are able to put their house in order. Because it is only a political party that can put its house in order, that can tell us that they have candidates that are worthy and credible. And the assignment has to start from their internal structure. We hope that, these parties put their acts together and get things done appropriately. Okay, this says, my husband murdered my 3 daughters to traumatize me. All right, this is a sad one, and that's on page 11 of the Nation newspaper, Saturday newspaper. This is not welcoming. How on earth could this happen? For Christ's sake, we've been seeing gory things in this country, and it's like you think you've seen it all. When you just see the front pages of newspapers, you begin to wonder, what is going on? What part of the world am I in? We hope that things like this does not become a norm in our society. We want to see a better society where we'll be able to move around, we'll be happy, we'll be able to correlate, we won't have instances of hatred, bitterness, like what has been a major problem that is attacking and hitting the country at this time. NDLEA mom over Obi Kubana's arrest. Okay. Let's leave that. Let's go straight to the Saturday Punch newspaper. Time running out for new electoral bill, says INEC. Okay. Now that's when INEC knows that time is running out. When you're supposed to do the needful, what happened? Who was sleeping? Now that's a rhetorical question. All right, let's look at the rider. Once law should be in place at least a year before polls. All right. Holds by election in Ondo, Cross River, Imo orders February 26. Okay, preparations are in top gear for some of the elections that we are going to be seeing in 2022. And we are hoping that it will be a true test of what we're going to be seeing in the bigger elections, a clearer picture of what the 2023 elections is going to look like. Already, we have Oshun and that of Ekiti coming up about June, July. We hope that the needful will be done at the end of the day. Okay, Oyetola scam slams Aregbesola as ex-governor backs Oshun APC faction. All right, this is becoming something that we have seen coming because we know how things have been between Oyetola and Aregbesola, and we hope that we won't have this take over the interest of the people. Moving on to the Daily Trust newspaper, why I didn't remarry IBB, the president I want in 2023. IBB is talking here, and remember that this is a strong figure when we talk about our political history. Has given us reasons why, and that Daily Trust is capturing that this morning. And he says the president he wants to see in 2023, thank God he's not saying he's coming out to become a president. Okay, we've been seeing recycled leadership in the country, and if an IBB is saying I'm playing a fatherly role here, I think it's okay. Inside life of women turned breadwinners. Wow. And of course, you could see the writer, I break stones to take care of my kids. As a widow, 5 of my children completed secondary school through my effort. My husband is an employee of tricycle business. Wow. And women are more empowered in this generation, and I think women should be supported both morally, educationally, and of course instances of divinely, so that they take their rightful place in our society. After festivities, Nigerians tell tales of January hardship. That's always the case. When you spend a lot, you have a dirty December. What happens during January? You have to pay some bills, and now you're thinking of how much you had spent. Well, we hope that will be redeemed somehow. Rama Sadao joins Red TV cast The Men's Club. Okay, that appears to be a new show around the corner. Away from that now to the This Day newspaper. Okay, let's see what the This Day newspaper is saying. Boko Haram attacks mobile police training school in Borno. ISWAP releases video of its men ransacking Army Institute Chibok, also invaded. In fact, all these are very worrisome. We hope that the government will do beyond rhetorics and tell us to go, telling us to go into farming. I don't really understand how that will solve this menace, And let's look at more headlines here. Irabo, military remains loyal to democratic rule. That's a good one. Declares army now well focused on performing its constitutional roles. Okay, South Middle Belt leaders urge parties to zone presidency to South. All right, that has been on the table on the front burner for a very long time. People had conversed to have instances of having, the electoral process revolved around or go back to the South, and now it has been a political process of fighting for geopolitical zones. I wonder how will we get out of this, and I wonder how soon this will be. And our group faults Yahaya silence on killings in Southern Gombe. Okay, and you're hoping that the killings will not just go like that. The needful needs to be done to end this menace, this practice, this norm of just bloodletting that we've continued to see in the nation. And of course, we have a better Nigeria. No one likes to go to bed without closing his or her 2 eyes. Now, you don't even go to bed with your 2 eyes closed because you don't even know what will happen the next moment. And now, already we are seeing region coming up with all sorts of security. We hope that we get it better as a nation. That's the much we can take with our front pages this Saturday. Join media clients again next Saturday for another review.